Hello guys, today I am going to discuss very important topic of Python, and that is data file handling. Basically data files are those files which we permanently store in our computer system, and later on we can open these files and get our data back. So in Python programming we can also handle various type of data files. Today I will be discussing text files, and that is writing and reading text files. Now if you see the writing process of Python files, Python allows to write textual data into your disk permanently, and that can be used later on by opening and reading the data files. We can store fixed text data, or we can use variables to store new data every time. We can also append data into a text file using append writing mode. Appending means we can extend the data into our existing file, and it will be merged with the previously saved data, and this we can do by just changing the file writing mode as this w plus this will change the file mode, and the file will be created in append mode. This topic I will be discussing later on in my next video. Now writing into a text file, that involves various steps, and we can understand these steps as follows. The first thing which we have to remember is that open or create a new text file in the writing mode using open function. Python offers open function to open a file or create a file. If the file is already created, it will open it, and if it is not created, it will create a new file. Let's see this method. This is the way how you will create the file. F equals to open, and here the name of file, like here MyFile.txt, and this is the file mode. W stands for writing mode. So, and this here F, this particular statement will create a file object named as F, and this object will connect to the MyFile.txt in writing mode. Now after opening the file, we can write the data into the file using this write function. This write method will allow you to write the text into the file, and this method you can call as follows. Here you can see here file object f.write, and any text you can write here, and this method can be called many times to write more and more lines. Now at the end, after when you finish writing, at the end you will have to close the file with the file object like this, f.close, and this is compulsory to close a file. Now if you see programming example of the same, how to write a file. So this is a simple program to write few lines of text into a text file myself.txt. Here this again same thing. The first statement, f equals to open myfile.txt, any name you can write here. Here we have mentioned myself, you can change any name here, you can write any name here, and w is the file. So this will open this myfile.txt in writing mode, and this is ready to write. Then after this, the next statement which you will execute is f.write, write function, and then here the line of text which you are going to write inside the file. Again you can call this many times, you can call this write method to add multiple lines, and finally once text is finished, you can display a message here, this file print file saved, and then at the end you have to close the file. So this is the way how you will be doing this. If you see the main functions used in this writing process, the first is open function. Here this open function, this is used to create a new data file or open an existing file that I have already told you, and this is the method of opening the file. So this is the first method which you have to use in the process of writing a file. The second method, the second function is the write function, and this function is used to write some text into a file. We have already done it in the previous example. And the close function, at the end you will have to close the file. So this close function will allow you to close the file. So these are the main things what you have to remember. Now the next thing is reading from a text file. Once you have finished with writing, the next thing is how you will read the same data. So this is the reading process. The main points what you have to remember are as follows. Open the text file in reading mode. Again here the only change is you have to open this time using R. R stands for reading mode, and this will be done along with this open function. For example, here f equals to open MyFile.txt, and here R, because we are going to open this file this time in reading mode. Now you have to call the read function through the file object to read the text from file like this. Text equals to f.read, and then after reading you can display the text using print function. This is the method, reading that file in this text variable. Text is the variable where the text will be loaded, and then finally you can print the text. So this is the process. We can understand it in better way using this next example. You can see here program to read the text file. F equals to open MyFile.txt R. This will allow you to open this file in reading mode. Then text is the variable here again, and f.read. This function will read the text from this MyFile.txt file, and the last one, print the text and then close the file at the end. So this will allow you to read the text file which you have stored earlier. Now again you will have to see the main function used in this process, and that is only one function we have used here, read function. Other functions are same like open function, close function, but here for reading we have used here the read function. Here you can see this read function, and then we have printed the text. Now we can understand this topic in better way using these examples. The first example which you have to see here, this is write a program in Python to input your name, class and email ID and write it into a text file student.txt. And same thing again, next activity you have to do for reading the same file here. Write a program in Python to read a text file. Same file you will have to read. Now here is the complete program. It is similar to the last program of writing. Here this time we are entering the name. Instead of the fixed data, here we have taken three variables: name, class and email. So we are entering the data through input method. 3 times we are entering name, class and email. And then same way we are opening the file student.txt, W for writing mode. And we are writing here with the help of variables, right? File.write. Here the name of object this time is file. The file.write, name, then same way class and email. The same file you can open for reading in next example. Here a program in Python to read a text file. The same file which we have created in last slide. Here file equals to open student.txt. R this time denotes the reading mode, and then text is the variable. File.read, this method will read the file from memory and it will be stored in the text variable and print it again, and at the end close the file. So this all about what I have to discuss in this topic.